Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to the Day Trader. Welcome, welcome. My name is Martyn Lucas and I am the Day Trader. This is the Day Trader. Everything you see here is real and genuine. I share with you my live trades. We're talking about the IPO for Robinhood. It happens in the morning. So click subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss a thing. I'm all in, but am I? The title of this video is I'm all in, but am I? So I'll explain what I mean right now. It's a big day for Robinhood, and it's a big day for all of us if we invest in it. So let me show you my portfolio. This is my Robinhood portfolio. This is real. This is my real money. Everything you see here is honest, truthful. It's my own real experiences. And, everything you see here is genuine. So Robinhood IPOs in the morning. Are you in? Are you in tomorrow morning with Robinhood? Well, that's the big question, and I have to say I'm still on the fence. I have set up an order, a small order. I will increase it, but here we go. This is the IPO. Final price coming soon. It'll probably come in the next couple of hours, maybe less, and then we'll have until tonight, midnight tonight. Normally is how it goes, to confirm whether we wish to be in or out. And once you're in, hello Carlos, you're over there on Facebook. Could I give you the YouTube channel and come and join me on my YouTube channel? I'd love you to be here. So Carlos, let me give you the link to my channel. I'm live right now on my YouTube channel. So let me give it to you. And come and join me over on my... There you are. I can see you. Here is the channel. Please do come over and join me, Carlos, as we talk about the IPO for Robinhood. It's a big, big, big day for us and, of course, Robinhood. And the title of the video is I'm all in, but the question is, am I all in? And I'll explain what I mean by that in a few moments. All right. Okay. So it's a big night, as we say, live here on the Day Trader. We're very, very excited, potentially. It's a big night. But we've got some worrying news I want to share with you. Here's what's happening live right now with Bitcoin. Let me just refresh my screen a second to bring everything up to date. I've got a slight glitch there. Let me just tidy that up a little bit. Trying to get the screen to refresh. Just bear with me. Oh, there we go. Just bear with me a second. I'll just straighten that up a bit. Okay. Okay, we're nearly there now. Okay, we're there. Let me come back to my main screen. Okay, so I am completely all in with Robinhood. This is my actual portfolio that I invest with Robinhood, and typically the average account on Robinhood is just a few $1,000s. Averages between the average is around 20 to 30 years old, and obviously I'm a bit older than that, and my account is on the larger side from the average. So I'm fully in. I'm all in, but I'm concerned because there's a few things Vlad, the CEO, I feel let me down. Let me down because I'm an investor, and we're investors because we are the product by spending our money on the platform. Before we even invest in the platform itself, we're already investing on the platform because they make money from us. We are the product, right? We are the product. But the last couple of days, I've had some disturbing news, which is a bit worrying. So here we go. Here's the IPO, set between $38 and $42. It will go in the morning. 35%, I believe, will be given to the retail investor. That's you or I, regular regular folks like that. And what will happen then is it'll go in the morning, and it'll go up or down. We don't know what's going to happen. But what I'm concerned about is we know about the issues that the company have had with the GameStop situation. People have been talking about wallets. There's all sorts of things that people have been asking for. And the information is always a little bit misleading. Did any of you watch the... let me just close that a minute. That's not opening properly. Did any of you watch the Roadshow? I watched the Roadshow, and Vlad Tenev said there is going to be there is a live call phone-in service. And he said that people have been asking for that. They want to be able to contact Robinhood. And he said that service already exists. He said that in his live debate, the Roadshow, in a Q&A at the end. And there categorically isn't. And that worries me, because either he doesn't know or he's misleading us. And I reached out via email and reached out via the app and the website and I messaged, and I went through all the different ways you can message them to ask if I could speak to a customer service agent and ask a question. And they replied to me saying that you can't. That service is not possible. That service isn't available. So that frustrated me, because I then emailed back and messaged again to say, well, Vlad Tenev, the CEO of your company, has said categorically that service exists. And it doesn't. They've told me it doesn't. So I'm a bit frustrated, because they're saying it exists and it actually doesn't. Now, this is the night before this company goes public. And also on the Robinhood Reddit channel today, there are people doing, in fact, I might be able to bring it up. Reddit. There we go. I'll bring this up. And if I go into Robinhood, here it is. This appeared. Okay, no jokes. Actual official news on wallets. And doesn't tell you anything. It's just a bit of a joke. Now, I don't understand why Robinhood aren't commenting to this. I think it's crazy. You've got an IPO in the morning, and stuff like this is out there on the Reddit channel, and no one's answering it, no one's replying to it. I don't know what's going on. So I'm a bit concerned there, and I've just got this information just come in as well. I've got a video here I'm going to play for you. I just think they couldn't handle this much worse. Telling people that there is a customer service phone line when there isn't. Hinting at wallets when there isn't one. There's no information about it. It's a bit misleading, and it's a bit frustrating, because I want to be all in. I want to be all in with the Robinhood IPO. But listen to this. See what you think of this.
FINRA, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, is looking into the fact that the popular trading app CEO is not licensed by the agency. This comes just ahead of the company's much anticipated public debut. Matt Egan joins me now. Matt, and this is one of the stories that you picked up on right in the beginning, but I think we just need to understand what the issue is here, because my understanding is if you are the CEO of a parent company, and that's what the CEO of Robinhood is, then you don't need to be licensed, regulated by FINRA. So what's the issue here, and what might regulators be asking questions about?
Now, before we hear from him, this is the sort of thing. There is so much doubt with Robinhood. Answers unanswered, questions unanswered. I'm sitting here wanting to invest in Robinhood. They're telling me that there is a phone line. There isn't. The CEO himself said that, but there isn't. They're telling me that wallets are coming. Surely they would have announced that before the IPO, because that's very, very important. And we know about the different investigations into the company, and now there's further. On the eve of the IPO, it leaves so much in doubt, and I wish someone could give me the answers. But there just isn't anything. Let's hear a bit more.
Well, Julia, legal experts have told me that this is a bit of a gray area. FINRA does require that the CEOs of registered broker-dealers get licensed with the agency. Now, the goal is to make sure that these executives get the training, that they demonstrate the competence that they need for these important jobs, and also it lets the public track whether or not there's any violations. Now, Robinhood would argue, to your point, that it's in the clear here because Vlad is the CEO of the parent company that owns the broker-dealer. But some experts that I talked to in February when we reported on this news, they were alarmed by the fact that Tenev is not registered because he's the public face of the company. I mean, recall how he testified in front of Congress earlier this year during the Reddit and GameStop hearings.
See, look, and this is my point. Whether he needs to be registered or not, it seems to me that there is a lack of transparency, a lack of information. There seems to be this feeling of what is actually going on. So I don't know. I'm left unsure about it. We'll come back to that video in a second. Robinhood starts trading Thursday. Here's everything investors need to know. Okay, Robinhood is scheduled to hit the market Thursday in one of the most highly anticipated initial public offerings of the year. Indeed it is. The stock trading app will trade on NASDAQ under the ticker HOOD, priced at an expected $38 to $48 per share. Robinhood is looking to sell 55 million shares at that range to raise as much as $2.3 billion. US dollars. At the top end of the range, Robinhood would be valued at 35 billion, and the co-founders would each own stakes worth about 2.8 billion. Coinbase, which went public in April, excuse me a minute, got an itchy nose, bit of dust there, has fully diluted market capitalization of 65 billion. The apps are among the most popular places for consumers to buy cryptocurrency, which have surged in trading in 2001. Robinhood, whose long-standing mission is to democratize investing, is seen as the main gateway to the markets for young investors. The free trading pioneer has experienced explosive growth in the past few years amid a boom in retail trading. The company estimates its 18 million retail clients and more than 80 billion in customer assets in the first quarter, ballooned to 2.5 million users and more than 100 billion in the second quarter of 2021. Robinhood is the third largest brokerage based on number of funded accounts, behind Fidelity and Charles Schwab, which purchased TD America last year. So it looks great, right? It looks like there's potential. It looks like there's opportunity here. And I'm excited for all of this. I like the app. I use it. And I'm relying on it for my my pension. Absolutely. Let's go and have a little bit more listen to that video and see what else we can learn from that video.
There's also one former compliance officer told me that this is a huge story on a scale of 1 to 10. It's a 10. I think the key, though, is going to be how regulators conclude just how involved Vlad Tenev is in the sort of the day-to-day operations of the company. And some of Tenev's previous comments could come back to haunt him. He did that interview on Clubhouse with Elon Musk earlier this year, where he described being really involved in some of the negotiations, the very delicate negotiations with Robinhood's clearinghouse over how much capital the company needed to put up. Now, we don't know how this is going to end as far as this investigation, but clearly, Julia, regulators are looking very closely at Robinhood ahead of this blockbuster IPO.
See, that there, when he said about how Vlad is involved in the company, did you notice during the presentation, the roadshow, it seemed to me that all the answers for the questions were being read, so they were pre-set. Okay, that's not so bad, but they were being read off teleprompters. Well, if you understand, and that's okay, I get that, but I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm not looking at a teleprompter, right? I know what I'm talking about, at least I hope so, and I'm telling you how I see it. Vlad Tenev is the CEO of Robinhood. Shouldn't he be able to answer the questions without prompters and, to basic questions? It's so frustrating because I really want it to do well. But I'm just so unsure, and I don't want to invest for the sake of it when it's just the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, and they do have a president that heads up each of these individual business lines, whether it's the clearinghouse operations, whether it's the brokerage too. And I guess that's the other point that they're going to make here. And there is precedent. Does Jack Dorsey have a FINRA?
No, so Jack
registered?
Dorsey is not registered with FINRA. However, Charles Schwab, CEO, is registered with FINRA, and Webull, which is a rival of Robinhood, their CEO is also licensed with FINRA. So as I said, it is a bit of a gray area.
So there we go. I mean, what do you make of that?
The world's first fully autonomous vehicle is almost at the...
I don't know. It's not a big deal. Is it a big deal? I don't know. Ewan, I'd love your comments live in the chat. I'd love you to go below in the comments and comment for us. I'd love to know. I will be live tomorrow morning at the open, at the bell, and I have to decide tonight whether I'm going to invest in the pre-IPO. The downside to getting the IPO is you're encouraged not to flip it, not to sell for 30 days. So if I do get the IPO and I get the best price and it drops, I could sell it, but then I won't be able to take part in another IPO. How serious is that? I don't know. Robinhood is we've had that already. Let's move down here. Robinhood went after, whoops a daisy. I'll just recenter that. There we go. On the wrong screen. That's better. Robinhood went after a largely underserved demographic in the retail investing space, providing a significant runway for growth, according to autonomous research analyst Christian Ballou. The Menlo Park, California-based app pioneered free trading and forced the brokerage industry to drop the commissions in 2019. That was great, and we all appreciate that. Robinhood serves approximately 84 million US households with less than $100,000 in wealth that existing retail brokers have largely ignored. Ballou wrote in a research report, "We size the money app opportunity at about 120 billion in revenue, implying Robinhood has significant runway for growth." While Robinhood was successful in acquiring clients who were largely left behind by legacy brokerages, their account balances are lower compared with peers, which should give Robinhood a lower valuation according to MKM Partners. Robinhood's IPO pricing implies a roughly $1,350 valuation per active funded account, based on its estimates of 22.5 million accounts as of the second quarter of 2021. This compares with 2,500 account for E-Trade, which was purchased by Morgan Stanley at 2,200 per account for each TD Ameritrade account, based on Schwab's purchase price, according to Ecamm analysis. Autonomous Research estimates Schwab accounts are worth more than 3,600 per funded account. And it moves on to say, an unorthodox IPO. Robinhood's long-standing mission is to lower the barrier to enter the world of finance, and its IPO has been nothing but on brand. The stock trading app is reserving 20% to 35% of its IPO shares for its own clients. Now that's interesting, because all of the IPOs that I've requested with Robinhood, I've not got. This would be the first one if I did, so I certainly hope that this could be the first one I actually get. So the stock trading app is reserving 20 to 35% of its IPO shares for its own clients, which CEO Vlad says expects will be one of the largest retail allocations ever. I believe that's true. IPO shares have historically been set aside for Wall Street institutional investors or high-end net worth individuals. That's why they're so rich, by the way. Retail traders typically don't have a way to buy into newly listed companies until those shares begin trading on an exchange, so they miss out on the pop. Indeed. But did you see what happened today with Duolingo? Let's look at that a minute. Let's look at that so you'll understand something here. Duolingo today. Duolingo. I requested shares in that. I didn't get it. The IPO was very disappointing, as you can see here. Absolutely flipping awful. Completely flat. No trade, no volume whatsoever, and it fell off the IPO cliff. So you have to be very, very careful with an IPO. Because you've not seen yet what it does. So you get the advantage of buying in early. I tried to buy shares with Duolingo, didn't get it, unfortunately, but I'm glad I didn't, because it was overpriced. So this is why I'm very, very concerned with tomorrow morning. Do I invest in Robinhood? It's there's a lot hiding under the hood, put it that way. Looking at Bitcoin there. So I don't know. I would like to know if you think it's worth investing in the IPO, or at least trying to get into the pre-IPO. Robinhood reveals rising revenue and a 1.4 billion loss. This is just coming out now. The stock trading app unveiled its initial public offering prospectus on Thursday, pulling back the curtain on its financial performance for the first time. Let's have a look. San Francisco Robinhood, the stock trading app that grew in popularity and notoriety during the pandemic, revealed skyrocketing revenue and a loss of more than 1.4 billion in the first 3 months of this year, as it took a key step on Thursday toward one of the year's most anticipated initial public offerings. Robinhood made the disclosures in an offering prospectus a day after saying it would pay $70 million fine, the largest ever imposed by a financial industry regulator authority. So there is so much about this. I'm so unsure. I will leave that with you for the minute. I'll be back in the morning. I'm going to make the decision. Should I get in on the pre-IPO, or do I just watch it in the morning? I don't know. I'm frustrated. The video is titled I'm All In. I'm frustrated because the information that is unclear, the investigations that are coming so close to the opening, the information about the live chat, which doesn't seem to exist, the information about the wallets doesn't seem to exist. It's a bit grey. So there you go. You tell me in the comments below if you'll be investing in the morning. It's going to be a big one. So there we go. Just leaves me to say God bless America, God save the Queen. Take care of yourselves and each other.